kind of see you, some of you.
See a bit of you.
See a bit of you. So as you can see, we're wearing masks, and the idea is this is the law, unless we have someone has an exemption. So we just, what do you want to do? It was nice what was said in the...
Oh, just help us out, help us keep our programs going, and mask up.
Tough times for all of us, and thanks for coming. But
we really appreciate you coming out, really do. And you can smell a very nice meal is being cooked for you as we chant. So we're really looking forward to this evening with you all, and let's get started.
Just hoping I remember the lyrics.
I guess also if you have a hard time singing in a mask, it takes a bit of practice. We've been practicing for a while, but if anyone has a hard time, you can also engage in Kirtan just by listening. That's fine as well.
Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Mate Siddha Swarupananda Paramahamsa Iti Namine
Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Siddha Swarupananda Paramahamsa Iti Namine
Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Mate Siddha Swarupananda Paramahamsa Iti Namine
Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Siddha Swarupananda Paramahamsa Iti Namine
Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Mate Siddha Swarupananda Paramahamsa Iti Namine
Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Siddha Swarupananda Paramahamsa Iti Namine
Ate Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Vasudeva Madhava
Raja Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasudeva Bhakta-vrinda
Ate Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Vasudeva Madhava
Raja Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasudeva Bhakta-vrinda
Ate Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Can't see with this mask on, it affects my vision. We'll have our guided meditation now as well. So please sit back and relax. We'll take you through this nice relaxing experience. If you want to close your eyes, you can. Let's just chill out and all the stuff that's going on, not just in the world but in our own lives and in our own minds. There's all kind of things happening all around. So let us spend this time we have together here tonight immersing ourselves fully in this inner life, this inner experience, this inner journey. And it is through the beauty and the power of transcendental sound that we can, as is said, live in the world but not be of the world. So let's begin by focusing on the rhythm of our breath. Just feeling that ebbing and flowing of your natural breath. There's no force involved, just being fully aware and present of each inward breath, and fully aware and present for the experience of each outward breath. And you can feel how this inward breath is gently expanding our whole body. It is helping to rejuvenate our body, this subtle healing energy. And with the outward breath, you feel the body relaxing as you let go of any tension or tightness, pain, whatever might be there in your body. So the inward breath is rejuvenating and the outward breath is deeply relaxing. Just do a scan through the body, your body, and see, are you holding tension in your shoulders, your arms, particularly the face and the abdominal muscles, the stomach area? We tend to hold our tension in there, so consciously soften and let go with each outward breath. Now we'll enter into a mindfulness meditation practice that begins very simply with awareness that we are the observer of our breath. We are simply watching each breath. As the witness, the silent witness, the observer. Similarly, there are sensations that are there in the body. We can also step back from the different feelings and sensations and experience how we are, again, the observer or the silent witness. Just allowing them to be there. as we take this silent witness meditation deeper, we can step back from the mind. The mind is full of a constant stream of a variety of thoughts and feelings, different desires, recollections, plans, fears, anxieties, hopes, wishes, joys. These are all in the mind. So in this practice we experience very clearly that we are not our mind. We are not the thoughts and the feelings which are passing through the mind. We are the self who is witnessing. So we're not trying to control the mind, stop the mind, empty the mind. Let whatever is there come, however long it stays, let it stay. If you like, you can mentally repeat this following meditation after me. I am the silent witness. I make no effort to think, but thoughts come automatically. I am watching the thoughts flow through my mind. I am aloof from them. I am the silent witness of my mind's activities. From this place of awareness, this realization that I am not this physical body, I am not the ever-changing mind, I am the eternal Atma, the eternal part and parcel of the Supreme Atma, the Supreme Soul. This body is temporary. The situation in life I find myself is temporary, ever-changing, good, bad, bad, good. But I'm the unchanging, eternal self. Aham Brahmasmi, I am spirit. So now we're going to harmonize our breathing, and starting on the third outward breath, we meditate with this beautiful sound of the Gauranga mantra. So let us inhale together, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, eyes closed for a few moments, continuing meditation on the Gauranga mantra in the mind.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Thank you. You sound fabulous, even through
I was
masks.
going to say, I can't see your lips moving. Reason for that, I suppose.
I was just thinking as we were singing that everything's changing all around us, you know, there's just new restrictions coming in every day and all kind of things changing, including our bodies and our minds. And there's one thing that's just constant and never changes, and that's these beautiful sacred mantras. They've been handed down for thousands of years. Beautiful, transcendental, unchanging, eternal sound.
Yeah.
So thank you for singing them back to us, because we really need it. Thank you.
So at this time, we spend a little bit of time exploring the treasure of spiritual wisdom, which is the real treasure in life. Everything else is, I think, as Christ says in the Bible, is moths will eat it and rust will, do away with it and all of those kind of things. But there is a treasure which isn't eaten by moths or by rust or stolen by other people, and that is spiritual treasure. So I haven't actually have a particular thing to talk about. So it's going to either be really short or really long. There's no real way of telling. So what I thought, first of all, I could just read some nice gems of wisdom. And I don't know if anyone had a particular question that you'd like us to explore, then maybe we could take a question, and that can be the topic that we talk about and see how we go. So this is a little bit about Kirtan, which is the heart and soul of yoga. So I'll just read it because this is just a short explanation written by my spiritual teacher. Kirtan, the singing or chanting of sacred mantras or transcendental sound, is an easy yet sublime method of yoga meditation. So sublime means the most wonderful, the most beautiful, the most exquisite. That's what sublime is. Not a term that's used regularly these days. How often have you used that word sublime in a sentence? When you're talking to someone or texting someone, the meal was sublime, right? It's not but that's my understanding. Maybe people who are better at English can give a better understanding. But sublime means the most wonderful, exquisite, beautiful. So Kirtan, the singing or chanting of sacred mantras or transcendental sound, is an easy yet sublime method of yoga meditation that has been practiced since time immemorial. So time immemorial means there is no beginning. In 1825, the chanting of sacred mantras begun, or in 1522. So time immemorial means there is no tracing back when this practice of yoga meditation on transcendental sound begun. it is the recommended process for self-realization in the modern age, and has the gradual effect of cleansing your heart and mind, helping you to awaken and cultivate your inherent wisdom and spiritual love. In fact, each one of these sentences factually could be spoken upon for many hours if we were to dive deep into the meaning and the application, the experience of each one of these things. So this hearing and chanting of sacred mantras of transcendental sound has the gradual effect of cleansing the heart and mind. Of what? Cleansing the heart and mind. Does your heart need a clean? Does your mind need a clean? I know mine do. But what kind of things are there? All kinds of things, from what's known in yoga as anatha. And anatha means an unwanted thing, something which is unwanted. Is there anything in your heart which is unwanted, or in your mind which is unwanted? Fears, anxieties, worries. These are unwanted things, aren't they? Does anyone want them? You wake up in the morning and go, to do. Anxiety, fear, then we have a number after that, how many we want. So no, these are unwanted things that actually impact upon our experience of life, our freedom. But of course, they're in the heart also. There are other things such as greed, envy, anger may be there. Different things are also there which, anyone who is sincerely walking a spiritual path experiences. There's certain things which we know are impediments in our spiritual journey. And, sometimes we try to do things like affirmations, to try and overcome these impediments, obstacles in our forward journey. And a lot of times we're trying to rely on our own strength of our ability to focus, to meditate, to overcome, to affirm, this is what I want to be like, or this is what I am like. But actually there is a much easier and more successful method than trying to overcome these unwanted things or these obstacles in our life, then through our own self-confidence, our own strength, our own ability. And that is what we're doing tonight. When it says this is the recommended process for self-realization, this is spoken about in the yoga or Vedic text. So this is not just us saying this. This is actually very elaborately detailed in the teachings of the Vedas, the sacred text of the Vedas, and in the yoga text, which are synonymous. That the easiest, most powerful and sublime method of meditation in the modern age, which is known in yoga terminologies as the Kali Yuga terminology that's used. It means the Iron Age, spiritually and materially speaking, where everything is difficult. And you might be surprised to hear that this current modern age, what its qualities are. If you look around the world and we look in our own life, what kind of qualities do we experience that society, our mind, our lives are full of? Joy, harmony, peace, agreement, everything. Or is it polarized? Is there camps on everything from wearing masks to not wearing masks, to a political left or right leaning, or vegan or carnivore, or it's actually described quite clearly as being a very difficult time for everyone, but particularly for those who are aspiring on a spiritual path. It is a time which is full of quarrel, argument, argumentativeness. Quarrel is one of the qualities of this modern time. Anyone's on social media or sees the news at all know that's the case. There is also a shortness of compassion. Compassion is in short supply in modern times. People are ready to attack others, even for a difference in belief of what you put in your mouth. Yeah? And what your political leanings are. People punch each other and hurt each other and abuse each other. So one of the things that is in short supply in this modern age, the age of Kali, is compassion. It's full of quarrel. It's full of chaos. You know, you turn on the news. Chaos in this country, chaos in this place, chaos over there, chaos here. So, you know, we could talk about this for a long time, but you can see the nature of this age. It's very difficult to even sit for, you know, we're here in tonight's program for how long? 2 hours? It's not that long, really. But, you know, you'll see us up here, and particularly me, kind of, you know, squirming, you know, like stretching a bit. And, you know, I notice a lot of people are doing the same thing. It's hard to sit. It's difficult to sit quietly for some time. Of course, particularly with masks on. It's hard to breathe with those things on. So the practice of silent meditation, which is laid out in the yoga text, which Krishna lays out in the Bhagavad Gita, going to a place of, a sacred place, like the Himalayan, you know, the mountains, or some place secluded. And it's described there that a person, you know, Krishna describes that a person should sit in an asana, preferably the lotus position, to have the spine straight and to have the eyes half open, half closed, to stare at the tip of the nose, to control the inward breath and the outward breath, and to bring the mind and the senses completely under control. So the mind does not wander, completely focused, and the senses are completely under control. And one should practice for many, 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 many years meditating in this way. Very difficult, and most of us cannot do that. We have responsibilities in life, plus most of us don't want to do that. We don't want to give up what we have in life and society. But we still may have a strong desire to grow spiritually, to actually come to the perfection of self-realization, which is the goal of existence. It's the goal of our life, is to achieve self-realization, perfect harmony with the Supreme. So how to achieve that? Here, we're being informed that the most sublime, effective, easy, wonderful method of yoga meditation is actually meditation upon transcendental sound. So it is these sacred sounds, these spiritual sounds, which gradually purify the heart and mind of all unwanted things, whatever those unwanted things may be. So I'll just read that part again, if my phone would cooperate. It has the gradual effect, let me read from there. It is the recommended process for self-realization in the modern age, and has the gradual effect of cleansing the heart and mind, helping a person to awaken and cultivate your inherent wisdom and spiritual love. So this is the outcome. This is what we're practicing here. The gradual effect through regular practice is that it cleanses the heart and mind of the unwanted things, and it helps to awaken and cultivate our inherent wisdom and spiritual love. Kirtan is for everyone. Kirtan is enjoyed by people of all ages and cultural backgrounds. Kirtan transcends all languages, nationalities, and religious faiths. Anyone can practice Kirtan. So it's not just for people from India or people of Hindu background or a Buddhist or a Christian or a Muslim. Anyone and everyone can actually just add the practice of Kirtan as a regular part of their spiritual sadhana. Anyone can practice Kirtan. You can be 5 or 95. And as we look around the room, we see how true this is. Physically fit or unfit. You may be a practitioner of yoga asanas, or you may be disabled and in a wheelchair. Well, that's quite... Angie's here, I know, I saw her. Is this true, Angie? You can be in a wheelchair and practice this sublime method of yoga meditation. It doesn't matter if you are a scholar or illiterate, single or married, man or woman. Kirtan is as universal as a beautiful sunrise. Regular immersing your heart and mind in Kirtan will illuminate your path in life and shed light on your relationships with others, your work, your environment, how you deal with failures and setbacks, and on every aspect of your life. Not only does Kirtan help relieve stress, worries, and anxieties, it awakens and cultivates the innate wisdom, happiness, and spiritual love lying dormant within you. By gradually cleansing your heart and mind, you can discover and experience your real identity, self-worth, and purpose in life. Kirtan is sometimes called music meditation, as it incorporates playing musical instruments, singing, chanting, but not the third one today. Do you know what the third one might be? Singing, dancing. So tonight, sorry, no dancing. But that will happen again. However, it can be practiced with or without musical instruments and in any musical style. You can practice alone or in a small or large group. You can chant loudly. All right, you got that? You can chant loudly. We could like to hear it. Or you can chant softly. Kirtan, you can chant, dance, or remain seated. Kirtan is generally practiced in a call and response style, where one person will lead the kirtan by chanting a mantra and others respond in unison, repeating the mantra. Transcendental sound is not something that can be made up, nor is it comprised of mundane words, specific to a particular religion or region of the world. A sacred mantra, or transcendental sound, is comprised of various names or descriptions of the Supreme Soul. It originates in the spiritual realm and descends to the material platform without losing any of its spiritual potency, having been handed down orally for countless centuries by a chain of bona fide spiritual masters. Kirtan is a deep reservoir of all-satisfying waters that allows you to experience inner peace and spiritual happiness. The more you drink from this reservoir, the more your heart will be filled with spiritual love and comfort. So this is just a little bit more about this practice that we're doing here tonight. And as simple as it actually is, this is actually what is taking place because of the nature of spiritual sound or transcendental sound. So from my own personal experience, as some of you may be aware, I'm going through a journey of cancer at the moment. It's not fun. It's a little bit scary. So how can a person deal with this? How do I deal with this? It's all about the kirtan. It's all about transcendental sound. Transcendental sound gives you inner strength, joy, peace, happiness. It's not an artificial arrangement of your thoughts. Like positive thinking. Positive thinking is basically an arrangement of your thoughts, trying to put your thoughts into a certain pattern so you don't fall into so-called negative thinking. But through tough times in life, this is not sustainable, nor does it actually give you what you need within yourself. So from very direct experience, I know that kirtan, particularly, whether it's in kirtan, there's also other ways to practice mantra meditation through the breath, as we did earlier, the Gauranga breathing meditation. This is also transcendental sound. And through practices called japa, where you have japa mala or meditation beads that you repeat mantra on. These are so easy to do. And as we read, they are sublime. And the effect of regular practice is the things that we just spoke about and just read. So maybe what time is it? It's 5 past. Basically, the reason for saying this and reading this is to actually give you a little more insight into actually the profound nature of kirtan and the profound nature of transcendental sound, and not to think it is just something pleasant. Madhya Lila Dasi has a very beautiful voice, but the real beauty is not just in her vocal cords, it's in the spiritual experience as she is singing those transcendental sounds. It touches our heart, purifies our mind. It gives us inner peace and joy So I would like to encourage you to do this regularly. You will not be the loser. You'll only be the gain. Is there such a word as gainer? So unless someone actually did want to ask something that is on your mind and is of importance, we can just get on with the kirtan. But if someone actually has a genuine question that might be helpful to briefly discuss, then I'd be happy to do so. But nothing I can say could be as good as kirtan. Yes, mate?
Where was Krishna before he spoke with Arjuna on the battlefield?
That's a 3-hour question. Well, no, the question's less than that, but the answer is 3 hours. But I'll briefly, because we touched on this a few weeks back when, in our talk on who is Krishna. So they're online, because we live stream tonight. I don't know how long ago it was, some weeks back we had a whole discussion, a talk on who is Krishna. So briefly let me answer it in this way. Krishna is the Supreme Soul. Krishna is the cause of all causes. Maybe let me preface it with this. The yoga understanding is this. There is one original cause of all causes. So when we speak of God, we speak of the Supreme Soul, yoga is speaking of the original cause of everything. The original cause of you, of me, of all living beings, of all material energy, of all spiritual energy. The cause of all causes, the original cause. So by this nature, the cause of all causes, or the original cause, there can only be one original cause of everything. Some people give that original cause, the absolute truth, the name God, but also many, many different names in different cultures and different spiritual paths refer to that one Supreme Soul, that original cause, by many, many different names. So in our lineage, in our because we're coming in the yoga lineage, this name, Krishna, is the name that we are most familiar with and like to chant. So when we say Krishna, we chant Krishna. We're not referring to an Indian god. We're referring to the original cause, one of the many, unlimited. In Chaitanya Mahaprabhu it says, "Oh my Lord, you have hundreds and millions of names, such as Govinda, Krishna, etc. And in these transcendental names you have invested all of your spiritual energy. And there are no hard and fast rules for chanting these beautiful names." So Krishna means the original cause, the Supreme Soul. So there was no time when Krishna did not exist. There wasn't a time when Krishna didn't exist and now Krishna exists. Because Krishna is not a material personality. Krishna has not taken on a material body as you and I have. So we can trace back, if you like, in history when we came into this world, so to speak, or when this body came into existence and we entered into it. But Krishna's form is eternal and transcendental. Krishna's form is not a material form. It is not a temporary form. It is completely spiritual, eternal, and transcendental. The form of Krishna is described as Sat, Chit, Ananda. Sat means eternal, Chit means full of wisdom, and Ananda means blissfulness. So Krishna's form is completely spiritual. Krishna is ever existing. Krishna is in your heart right now. Krishna is in my heart. Krishna is in that eternal spiritual realm. In fact, Krishna is within the heart of all living beings. And Krishna is actually within every atom. So Krishna is the all-pervading, supreme super soul, who is the original cause of all causes. So I'll finish off on this one idea, which I've heard from my spiritual teachers. In the same way as in the darkness of night, we cannot see the sun, right? At night, you cannot say, "Sun, come here." The sun will arise in the morning, and when the sun arises, the warmth and the light of the sun also arises. And the sun is in our vision for some time as it passes through the sky, so to speak. And then there comes a time when the sun disappears from our vision and darkness prevails again in the part of the world where we are. This does not mean that the sun does not exist when we cannot see it. Is that understandable? Like, now it's dark outside, right, apart from the electric lights. Does that mean that the sun has disappeared and there is no sun right now? No, the sun is seen somewhere else, so to speak. And then in the morning when the sun rises again, we see the sun. So similarly, the Supreme Soul is ever existing. It isn't like Krishna came into existence when he came into this world 5,000 years ago and spoke the Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna. So Krishna is like the eternal spiritual sun who is ever existing and sometimes is in our vision, sometimes present in that sense, like he was 5,000 years ago, and then sometimes like the sun is not present before us in that sense. Okay. That's another story for another time. Let's have some kirtan, shall we? We read about how good it is. So let's do it. Thank you so much. That was all right, wasn't it? That was worthwhile. It's all mellow tonight, we can't stand up, so...
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
You're all very good tonight. Singing nicely and staying seated. Well done. I was talking to Bruce before we started tonight. And he was saying, when are we going to have some more rock outs? That's why we have a big band, right? You want to be able to rock it out sometime, so it will happen.
We could have a seated one.
Seated, you can, no. Look, Angie is unable to get up out of her wheelchair very much, but she loves Kirtan as well. So she's rocking out within.
Rocking out on the inside.
Yeah, rocking out on the inside. So we can rock out on the inside as well. But we do want to rock out on the outside. We want to express physically what we're feeling inside us. Okay, this one is sometimes a rock out, but not tonight. We've cut the BP and the beats per minute down to 5. No.
Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimati Siddha Swarupananda Paramahamsa Iti Namine
I think Wayne needs to turn his guitar up a bit.
Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Radharani Shri Vasudeva Bhaktavrinda Madana Mohana Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana
We all got to practice being a little more tolerant wearing these masks. We sing about in that last prayer of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to be more tolerant than a tree. And yeah, little practice. So please stay seated and we'll bring you a meal. The cooks have lovingly prepared. And of course we can remove our masks to eat our meal.
And talking about food, next Saturday, this coming Saturday, is Deborah, our friend Deborah and others will be holding a Indian feast vegetarian cooking class. So if you'd like to learn how to cook an Indian feast vegetarian, this coming Saturday, I think it's from 2 till 6.
Yeah, and Deb is one of our cooks here at the Mantra Room.
Yeah, so book in. You can not only get to learn how to cook vegetarian Indian feast stuff, you get to learn how to eat Indian vegetarian feast stuff at the end. So I highly recommend that you consider booking in for that next Saturday. I assume it's easy to do.
You can see who's on the desk. Carolyn or... Yep, Carolyn's on the desk. She can help you with that.
She can help you book in.
And also our cleanup crew is stuck in Mexico.
As is our guitarist, Nito.
Also known as Tweedheads.
Yep.
You know, down south of the border, down Mexico way. Yeah, if anyone would like to stay behind and lend a hand to pack up, we would be very, very appreciative. It's just stacking the chairs, folding the mats, sweeping the floors,
mopping the
floors,
cleaning our car. That's one of the duties of the Sunday night cleanup. I just made that up.
Thank you so much, and we hope to see you next week. We would love to see you next week. Friday's on.
Friday's
Sunday's
on, yeah. Saturday's on.
Masked up for a couple of weeks, and hopefully not forever.
And just another reminder, I'm always happy to come and sit with someone. If you have some questions, you'd like to have a chat, I love chatting about pretty much anything. But particularly ideas of spiritual life. So don't be afraid to come and tap me. Thank you so much. See you guys next time. Oh, but there's one thing, if I can finish on this idea. My reason for bringing up about my challenge is that you also can have that strength. Whatever you're going through, I know I'm not the only person in the world going through shit. So the reason I bring it up is that you also, whatever you're going through and go through in your life, you can find that inner strength, peace, joy, happiness to the practice of Kirtan. So that's the reason I brought it up. I'm not special. I think I am, but